You know, you're in a unique position here because you obviously, worked at Breitbart, but you also have a lot of connections to the country music world and to that industry, so you know that world as well. We saw one member of the band that was playing when this, horrific massacre took place go on record and say he's changed his mind, that they had guns in their van and they were useless to them. Does that kind of thing start to move the sort of, Republican base on this issue, or are they just fixed in place? I mean, we've had Bannon already say it's a non-starter.
I think that when you have people that are cultural figures to a lot of people who are part of the gun community move their opinion and say it's okay to change your mind, it's okay to want sensible reform, has nothing to do with taking away anybody's rights. In fact, it's about protecting gun owners' rights. It's about making sure that crazy people don't have guns. And as I've talked to different artists in the country music community this last week, there is an appetite to have a thoughtful conversation about it. The idea that we have to choose between having the Second Amendment and being safe, why do we have to choose between the two? Why can't we have both of those?
Right.
Because that's what we should be striving for. And I think a lot of these artists are talking amongst themselves about what is the best way to express the desire to change what happened. And one of the unique things about this shooting versus some of the other ones is that every single person in that crowd could have had a gun. It would not have affected the outcome.
Yeah.
And so this strikes a lot closer to home because all of us can imagine what it's like to be at an entertainment event. I'm going to one tonight,
yeah.
A country music concert tonight. We can put ourselves there and visualize being in that situation, and that's terrifying to realize. So why can't we all get together and agree that we need to do some common sense things, and that has nothing to do with taking away anyone's guns or infringing on your Second Amendment rights?
If more artists came out, would they get Dixie-chicked? Would they wind up getting shunned in the country music community?
I think the answer is no, and I think the key is they're going to have to do it together. It can't just be one artist at a time. It can't be someone isolated on an island. They need to get together and in a show of support and a show of force, do it in a way where it's impossible to blacklist a bunch of these artists all at one time if they stand up together.
So we'll see. Kurt Bardella, Perry Bacon Jr., Howard Dean, Corinne Jean-Pierre, thank you all.